Hello and welcome to another video from me, Rough Swordsman, Wargamer. It's an open the box and it's an unboxing of something that I procured in GMT's 2022 sale, and it is Beneath the Med, Regia Marina at Sea 1940 to 43, and designed by Gregory M. Smith, and another in the series that Greg has done, which include The Hunters and Silent Victory. The time is 0900 hours, 10th of June 1940. So what's all this about? The situation. Whatever character the war may assume in the Mediterranean, the toll of our naval losses will, in the end, be very heavy. Admiral Cavagnari, 6th of April 1940. So Beneath the Med is a solitaire tactical level game, placing you in command of an Italian submarine during World War II. This is the fourth game in the Hunters series and covers one of the largest fleets of submarines in the world at the time. You command one of many submarine models available starting in 1940 and look to successfully complete patrols until the armistice in September 1943. Not only is this a standalone game, but fans of the Hunters will enjoy having the capability to complete Italian careers in one of the many interesting classes of Italian submarine. While your mission is to destroy as much Allied shipping and as many capital ships as possible, players will find it extremely challenging to survive until the armistice. Beneath the Med is purposely designed to deliver a brisk yet intensive gaming experience that forces many decisions upon you as you take command among the major Italian submarine classes. All the major classes are accounted for with every level of detail, including period of service, armaments, crew makeup, damage capacity and more. Fans of the Hunter will enjoy the same nail-biting game system, but will be challenged by the thick Allied air cover and the problematic fire control system of the Italian boats. 10 Italian submarine classes are profiled and available for you to choose from. Patrol zones reflect the period during the war at sea and will shift as the war progresses. All stages of the U-boat campaign are represented. Difficult missions include mine laying, commando delivery, and the extremely dangerous harbour penetration missions. So lots of game system highlights here, including of course combat encounters with individual ships, ships with escort, convoys, enemy submarines and aircraft. And here are the major classes of submarines that are available, and the patrol assignments include the Atlantic, the Brazilian coast, Caribbean, Eastern, Central and Western Mediterranean, Singapore and the Spanish coast. And the contents of the box: 2 full-colour counter sheets, 1 rules booklet with designer notes, 5 player aid cards double-sided, 1 single-sided player aid card, Commandante and crew status, 1 patrol log sheet pad, 6 two-sided submarine display mats, 12 submarines in total of course, 1 two-sided patrol map, Atlantic and Mediterranean, 1 submarine combat mat, the attack mat, 3 6-sided, 1 20-sided and 2 10-sided dice. And the credits: game design of course Gregory M. Smith, counter and display art Ian Wedge, package art and logo design Roger B. McGowan, and the usual crew of executive producers. Oops, forgot to mention complexity: low to moderate. Average playing time 2 to 3 hours. Players 1, which is how 99% of people play this, but it does have an option for 2 or more players. Suitable for solitaire play, very high. Replayability, very high. And ages, 14 plus. Right, let's get the shrink wrap off. There we go, the shrink wrap is off, so let's open the box. First thing we see, of course, are the rules, so let's have a look at those. The rules are 24 pages, full colour, matte paper, and will be familiar to those who already play one of Greg's submarine games. So, introduction, how to play, objectives, conducting patrols, refitting, and then we're into the equipment, display mat and combat mat, playing pieces, game setup, preparing your patrol log sheet. Here's one of the submarine display mat. How to win the game, sequence of play. Gets me itching to play one of these again. I've of course played The Hunters, very popular series of videos I must say that I've done. I have Silent Victory but haven't played that on the channel yet. So we may see one of these very soon on the channel. Combat. Oh, the dreaded encounter with an aircraft. Damage to your sub. Aborting your patrol. Skill and crew advancement. So very similar looking to The Hunters, but I dare say some differences between that and this. Reassignments. Random events. Multiplayer and tournaments. Not seen anybody play it 2-player. There we go. Optional rules. Some notable Italian submarine commanders and historic submarine names there. Designer notes, always good. Bibliography and the credits again. And on the back, a nice index. Them's the rules. Next, a sheet and a half of counters. Here's the first sheet, 1/2-inch counters. Here are the subclasses here. Damage to the hull, damage to things on the submarine. Here are the torpedoes, steam and electric. Mines we might have to lay. All the dreaded aircraft. Not sure what these are, but there's some awards there. And here's the other side with some crew injury tokens here. And a half sheet of some capital ships and the other sort of merchant ships you're going after, as well as some escorts, it looks like. And here's the other side telling you their tonnage or their class. A nice generous amount of patrol logs, as you can see here, double-sided. The player mats for the 12 classes of Italian submarine are next. Most of them are available in 1940. So here's the Marconi class, available June 40, and will look very familiar to those that have played the games in this series. Damage to the hull and the flooding is marked there. Any damage to equipment is recorded there. Torpedoes for the tubes go here and the reloads here. This we can use instead of the maps if space to play the game is at a minimum. And any problems with the crew injury-wise. The Perla class. So there'll be plenty of submarines to choose from. The Fokker class, I'll probably pronounce that incorrectly, is only concerned with mine-laying missions. The Bring class, and on the other side of that one, the Cagney class. Calvi, and on the other side of that, this class, the Fluto class, isn't available until 43. Manned torpedoes, that's what those counters were. And this one not available until April 42. There we go, that's your subs. If you wish, instead of using this to map out your route, you can use these maps to give it a bit more sort of life, and I prefer to use these. So this is the North and South Atlantic, and on the other side we've got these dinky little maps, but yes, I much prefer using these. In my opinion, gives you a bit more narrative. Now this is new for the submarine series. I know Greg has them in his air series, where you can sort of dress up the commander, but here we've got all the medals and awards your commander, i.e. you, can get, and the crew skills are recorded there. Here's the attack mat that you use when you're going after enemy ships. So you record the range you wish to attack at, what the targets are, and how many torpedoes have to hit to get the correct amount of damage. So you know, if you play these sort of narrative-driven games, there's lots of charts, lots of dice throwing. They're not for everybody, but I love them. So here come the charts. Here's the first one. Here's your patrol assignment chart for the Mediterranean. If you're unlucky enough to encounter an aircraft, you roll on this. And if you have anti-aircraft capabilities, you can try and shoot it down. Here's another patrol assignment chart with a repetition of the aircraft encounter and anti-aircraft attack versus aircraft charts. Here's the encounter chart that we'll use and roll on as we move through the boxes of our patrol. And if we do come across something, we can see whether it's day or night and the size of the encounter. On the other side, we've got our submarine and deck gun fire chart and how much damage they do and whether or not it's a dud. And the bad stuff, if an escort detects you, and any damage that's caused to your submarine. When we do encounter a merchant ship and we've found out what size it is, we can roll on these charts to actually narrow down the name and the tonnage of our target. So here we've got the tanker target roster. So we roll percentile dice for that. We've got the Caribbean and Brazilian target roster if you're in that part of the world. And if you're lucky, you may come across a capital ship or a warship. Watch out. This one is for small and large freighters that you come across. And on the other side, a summary of the damage that can occur and possible repairs you can do. And lastly, this player aid here, where we've got the manned submarines and tables for those. And there's an optional evasive maneuvers and optional variable escort quality table there. And on the other side, the good old random events table. And lastly, we've got 3d6, 2d10s and a d20. And that's your lot. That's everything in the box. So this has been an Open the Box, an unboxing of one of the games in Gregory M. Smith's submarine series, Beneath the Med, published, of course, by GMT Games. Well, I hope you enjoyed that and you found it interesting. If you did and you haven't done so already, please be a good egg and subscribe. Really does help the channel. Pushing the like button, the thumbs up underneath the video here also helps a great deal. And if you want to be informed of other content the channel uploads, then push the bell. By all means, leave a comment. As I said earlier, my Hunters videos, which I did a few years ago, are one of the most popular videos on my channel, which says to me these games are very popular. And I can see why. But let me know what you think, because I love to read them. Thanks as always to my subscribers. Thank you. And just before I go, quickly, if you wish to support the channel a little bit further, well, now you can buy the channel a coffee, and I'll leave a link in the description for that, or you can use the super thanks button underneath the video. If you decide to do that, the channel and I thank you, because it just helps us to keep ticking along. Right then, we'll see you in the next video. But until then, as always, you take care and goodbye.